Okay, this is kind of a take two. First time I didn't have my mic on, go figure. So essentially, I'm writing a post right now talking about the alchemy in BfA as it relates to the herbs on the auction house and how much the made pots are going for. Last week I had run a test on 160 potion of strength to see kind of how I would make out. The goal was to get some extra prepots so that I could donate them to the guild bank for raids. So I was like, okay, well, let's make 160, see what happens. I ended up having 213 after my procs, which isn't really that bad, but I had to sell 205 to break even on the mats, so it was kind of a wash in the end. Right now I'm actually in a much better situation with the potion of replenishment. I'm going to make 160 again. The nice thing about this is that the mats were 325 and the pots are selling for 324. So no matter what, I should make out good on this. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead and share. I've already made one. I didn't notice my mic was off until after I started making them. But here we go. Ooh, now already starting with a proc. So when I ran the 160 potion of strength, I didn't really see that many high-level procs. I think actually ×5 was my highest then. So these procs are certainly nice. I spent 52,000 in mats to make 160. So that is quite a bit. But again, it's almost break even. So each one of these procs is going to be net. This is kind of the get rich quick scheme, and wow. I would really like to see like a ×15 plus. Haven't really seen many of those. And actually, I have a spreadsheet that kind of, I put in all the numbers for the cost of the mats and the cost of the potions. And, most often it doesn't even make sense to try and make them. So I kind of use that 160 213 benchmark for procs. And that will let me know, okay, well, is this a good idea or not? And oftentimes, alchemy is an economies of scale profession. So doing, 3 or 4 here, 4 or 5 there doesn't really make sense because you're not going to see these types of benefits, right? So we are seeing a ton of procs, and they're all, each one of those is 324, 324, cha-ching, cha-ching. So we were going to make 160. We're almost to 160 now. So this is when the fun really starts to happen, because now we are procking on procs. Isn't that nice? And we still have 40 to go. Alright. Ooh, another times 6. Nice. So actually times 6 was the highest that we saw, and we did see 2 of them, which isn't bad. So let's see how much we ended up with. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 28, 228. So I spent 52,000 on mats. With the procs, I would get about 73,000. So I'd net about 20,000 from that. All just from keeping my eye on the mat prices and getting a decent amount of mats where I can get all of those nice good procs in there. Not too bad. Now to mail them off to the bank alt, and let's get them on the auction house.